You talked a little bit about McCaffrey and Lamar as being highest owned guys. Overall, strategy wise, do you think it's important to have those guys or look for someone else on that team who can get close? The Niners are a perfect example. If CMC is going to be 40-50% owned in the contest, there are three or four other really good players on that team, and the quarterback as well. So you could go with CMC or you could go against him. Kind of give us your thoughts on that whole dynamic.
Yeah, and I think San Francisco, they're two really good teams to contrast. For the Baltimore Ravens to win and make it to the Super Bowl, that offense has to go through Lamar. He's the heartbeat of the offense. The defense is good, but I don't think they make it that way if he gets injured. So I'm leaning more, if I'm got to pick one of the two, it's got to be Lamar. And then San Francisco, and anything can happen. We've seen CMC got a little bit banged up in the last game, and they actually have really good other skilled players. So nothing's saying CMC is going to be the highest scoring player from that team. We just assume he is, but anything could happen, and it's not out of the range of outcomes that Deebo Samuel gets a bunch of touchdowns or George Kittle. So I feel fine fading CMC just to be off that 50% of the rosters that have him. You're already kind of differentiating yourself from that group.
Yeah, I think CMC is the perfect guy to pick if you think they're going to go to the Super Bowl and lose, right?
Yeah.
Because then you can access the quarterback from the team that you think is going to win. So, maybe like Josh Allen, if you think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, go Josh Allen and CMC and then build back from there.
Yeah.
Who do you think that the Bills are going to meet in the finals? Well, let's say it's the Ravens. Well, all right. Then maybe Isaiah Likely. He is the most likely guy to lead the team in scoring other than Lamar. And then you look at, well, who the Niners most likely to beat? Well, maybe Dallas, right? So
Right.
if they're going to beat Dallas in the finals, now you've got CeeDee Lamb, you've got, the quarterback, you've got the best running back, and then you keep working back from there to fill out the rest. Another way to possibly do that, if you think the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl, is to go with Brock Purdy and then kind of figure, what team isn't as QB dependent that might face the Niners and lose the Super Bowl. Let's say it's the Dolphins and you picked Tyreek Hill. I think that's a pretty good way to kind of approach this, Curtis. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I really do like that Purdy play because he has multiple options to score passing touchdowns too. And the final week is doubled. So he does have a really good chance of being that lead guy in the final week. And if, say CMC doesn't catch those balls, like he's still got other guys he can throw to.